Hi everyone, and welcome to this week's Digital Marketing News. We have news from Pinterest, Google and more. If you enjoy our weekly and daily updates, then don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, like our Facebook page, and if you want, head over to our website where you can sign up to our newsletter. Starting on the 1st of March this year, page feeds for dynamic search ads will no longer be able to contain multiple items with the same URL. The URL will be treated as though it's a unique key, and for this reason the same URL can't be applied to more than one item. From the first you will receive an error, and if you attempt to add a new feed using the same URL as an existing item, on the 29th of March 2021 all items which are disapproved because of duplicate URLs will be deleted. Now is the time to review your feed and ensure you aren't duplicating any URLs. This will prevent any issues when this new policy comes into place in March. A few months ago, Pinterest launched their new AR tech in other countries. However, it is now available in the UK. Pinterest is one of the largest beauty platforms in the world, and they're now making discovery of new products even easier. Pinterest's try-on feature works in the mobile app so that you can try on different lipstick shades from top brands. This feature has been combined with their skin tones range feature, which allows users to see beauty products on their skin tones that match their own. Now, they've also stated this new AR feature doesn't alter your appearance with any skin smoothing or image altering effects. This is so that you get the real view of how a product looks on you. Once you've tried the looks, you can go to the retailer's site and you can then purchase. Google has never served rich results for adult content. However, they won't be demoted for showing rich result markup. This won't be shown due to the adult nature of a site. Safe search filters determine whether or not content is eligible for rich results. If content doesn't pass a safe search filter, then it can't be displayed. If a large majority of a domain's content doesn't pass a safe search, then Google will filter out all content and not include it in its rich results. Ideally, you do need to keep adult content on a subdomain or a different domain so that Google can identify the difference. Otherwise, you run the risk of your whole site being excluded from rich results, even if you only have a small percentage of adult content. Six months ago, Google deprecated the structured data testing tool after they moved the main feature to the rich results test. However, it turns out the tool isn't being completely shut down at all, and it's now being migrated to a new domain. Site owners weren't happy with the announcement about the loss of structured data testing tool, and Google have listened. This was the motivating factor behind the announcement. A refocused version of the tool is being migrated to schema.org in April and will no longer check for Google rich result types. The tool's new purpose will be to check syntax and markup compliance alongside schema.org standards. Site owners will need to use existing tools such as the rich results test to validate rich results markup. The relaunch of structured data testing will happen in April. There are several factors which determine how sites with too many ads are dealt with in Google search. John Mueller has pointed to several algorithm updates which would impact a site with lots of ads and poor user experience. The page layout algorithm impacts sites with too many ads above the fold. The page speed algorithm impacts pages that are slow, such as those with a large or abundance of ads. The Core Web Vitals algorithm, which is launching in May 2021, will significantly impact sites with a suboptimal user experience. This would all impact a ranking of a site which has too many ads, effectively lowering their rank in the search results. However, if they're still able to rank highly, if they're particularly relevant to a search query. Sites with a bad user experience are rarely removed from search unless they add zero value. Mueller said that some small businesses have poor sites due to lack of knowledge, and it would be unfair to ban them from search too easily. Well, we hope you've had a great week. Don't forget to like, follow and subscribe, and we'll see you next weekend. Don't forget to get these updates straight to your inbox. Subscribe using the link in the description.